Back to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. 4-3. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Daniels outside. And there's the lob. And stolen by Adebayo. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And that's 17 points for Bam Adebayo.
And just an effective offensive talent. Adebayo plays so hard, and that's really what drives his game.
The 3 from Rizashea. And Atlanta misses again. And it's Mitchell with the ball from Miami. They beat the Hawks during their last encounter in Atlanta.
And in the last meeting, they were the better defensive team. They were the disruptors, causing turnovers all over the place.
They had relentless pressure on the ball handlers. It made them feel uncomfortable, and I'm sure they're going to try to replicate.
Outside Johnson. With the block. And that's out of bounds. Miami will keep it. McCollum, he's checked in for Atlanta.
Number 3, C.J. McCollum.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Adebayo. Got it from about 16 feet. Adebayo's got 4 points this quarter.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
To the inside. Here's Rizashea. And he goes in for the dunk.
Showcasing his athleticism. Plays like this are why you got to be excited about Rizashea's future in this league.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Miami making a switch here. Miami leading by 18. Covered by Daniels. Miami moving it around. And foul called on Dyson Daniels. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's 2 fouls in as many quarters. He may have to adjust his approach now.
On defense, the Hawks. It's tipped.
Great anticipation defensively. He saw the ball coming before it even left the passer's hands.
Okongwu, no good.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Adebayo sets a screen. With some arc. And he sinks the layup. He's got 7.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
Daniels outside. Back to McCollum. Oh, he nails it. Only 3 for 10, but that's got to feel good.
Well, that's nice work inside that time by McCollum, showing you a lot of skill and poise.
Covered by Daniels. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Johnson. Gets it to go. Makes him 2 for 5.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition.
Pass to Adebayo. Here's Larson. Throws it up high. And finished off by Adebayo.
What separates Adebayo from other bigs in this league is his agility, and that really shows up in pick-and-roll action.
Okongwu with the bucket. And legs, more and more, we're seeing teams investing in player development. What's behind that?
Well, for one thing, more teams understand that your development staff doesn't count toward the cap, so you're open-ended in that regard. And there are teams now looking for an edge by investing in areas where they're not constrained.
Winning on the margins, man. 6 to shoot. Baseline try. Rebounded by Daniels.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
Johnson a screen on Mitchell to the middle. And Johnson gets it to go on the assist by McCollum. That's 7 points now in the game for Jalen Johnson. 1:21 left to play in the first half. Mitchell, the pass to Adebayo. Back to Mitchell. Pass to Fontecchio. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Rizachet. Hawks trail by 14. And here's McCollum. Checked by Mitchell. Outside Johnson. There's 49 seconds left in the second period.
My goodness, Johnson is quick off the floor, and he has a lot of power.
And here's Adebayo. He's got 21. Pass to Mitchell. To the wing on the left. Now here's Fontecchio. No good from outside. Outside Johnson. McCollum looks around. From 13, he got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Miami Heat now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. There. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
When you have a big man like Adebayo, who's not only strong at the rim, but can handle the basketball like a guard and he can pass like one, it opens up the entire offense, guys.
And at times tonight, he has been the entire offense. All right, and now time to give some recognition. Players of the month. On the eastern side, Tyrese Maxey.
Great to see Maxey get acknowledged, hustling on both ends to be a difference maker.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been a clinic out there by Bam Adebayo.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
When he gets the ball this deep and establishes position, now it's a matter of getting to his go-to moves that he loves.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Legs, you look at the Atlanta Hawks. They are no strangers to the play-in tournament.
Yeah, B.A., since making the Eastern Finals as a 4 seed in 2021, they've been a perennial play-in team. They're trying to find a way to make another deep run.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder. Rizachet at the 3, Johnson at the 4. Dyson Daniels out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's a Kongwu in at the 5, roaming the paint.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Miami shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. First free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Hawks trail by 16. Pass to Rizachet. A screen on Johnson. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Second half getting started. About a minute played. It's stolen by a Kongwu. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Hawks trail by 15. McCollum outside. Three-pointer off the mark.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Pass to Johnson. Back to Smith. Just 5 on the clock. Johnson, a screen on Johnson. The three, Smith. The rebound. They'll face the Jazz after this game. That'll be at home. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. Here's McCollum. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And the last few seasons, Legs, C.J. McCollum playing mainly point guard, but for his career, mostly at the 2.
Yeah, listen, he can play either, certainly can be a lead guard when he needs to be, but shooting and scoring off the dribble is really his bread and butter, and he can get to it from any angle, any platform, in any situation.
Great player regardless.
Absolutely.
It's stolen by Okongwu. Johnson inside, pounded by Adebayo. Rizachet, no good.
They started out this half ice cold, 0 for their first 3.
Smith passes to Johnson. Johnson against Adebayo. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Johnson.
Oh, that is a smart move there by Bam. It's so hard for defenders not to bite on that shot fake.
And both free throws good for Adebayo. And no question, Bam Adebayo, one of the best all-around big men in the league.
And even as his efficiency has waned just a bit in recent years, he remains steady Eddie on a nightly basis. A two-way player who gives you a little of everything.
McCollum outside. Second chance shot. And the layup is up and in. And it's 9 points for C.J. McCollum.
Slow start here to the second half, just 1 for 5.
And right here on the 2K leaderboard, the best rebounding teams of the past 10 games. The Heat third.
And over the last 10 games, this team has brought it to the glass. Everyone is getting involved and trying to help one another secure boards.
Miami moving it around. He shoots it. The rebound by Atlanta. Johnson's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Pass to Okongwu. Back to Daniels. Takes the 3. No good that time. Miami leading by 14. And here's Mitchell. From outside the arc. The rebound by the Hawks. Okongwu's got 4 rebounds now. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Pass to Larson from deep. And again, no good by Miami.
Well, it certainly hasn't been a smooth start after the break. Just 1 for 5 here to start the third.
To the paint. Rizachet. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
Down low. It's stolen by Okongwu. And a fast break now for Atlanta. Here's Daniels. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Atlanta?
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace. And then,
ooh, Adebayo, a monster jam.
Oh, it's almost scary watching Adebayo throw it down. Incredible natural power.
Hawks trail by 9. Daniels outside. Okongwu against Adebayo. McCollum outside. No good on the 3.
just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Fontecchio, left side. Pass to Adebayo. Nice flush from Adebayo.
The explosiveness off the screen. I mean, Bam's so good at knowing where to roll to after setting picks.
On the wing, Rizachet. Here's the steal. Here's Larson. Now here's Mitchell. It doesn't go for him. McCollum with some nice D. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
Well, and how about the damage they've done attacking the basket? The defense has had no answers for how to slow them down in that area. I love the aggressiveness.
Looking at who's out there now for Miami. Ware's checked in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Johnson in for Fontecchio. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, a new generation is entering the league, and Draymond Green said, these young dudes talk a lot of mess. I don't mind it at all. It's just weird to be in a space where they're like, man, I watched you my whole life. But then they're also talking crazy, saying, you had your run.
Yeah, it flipped quick, doesn't it? Thank you, Allie. After seeing a franchise player like Luka Doncic traded, you think there's anyone who is truly untouchable now, Tim?
Well, I tell you what, that trade, BA, made me realize nobody in this league is immovable. You just don't know what the future holds, and I think fewer guys will stay with one team their entire careers.
That was a shocker for sure. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Johnson. Rizachet, no good.
Well, it's not only been a rough quarter for him, but he's actually had a negative impact on his team's overall performance.
I guess you don't need two hands when one will suffice.
Hey, as long as you don't lose control. Hawks trail by 16. Daniels passes to Porzingis. Oh, and Johnson with a block. Here's Larson, guarded by Okongwu. Pass to Mitchell. Here's Johnson. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. It's going to be on C.J. McCollum.
Now at the line, Johnson. It's a player's foul.
The free throw drops for Johnson.
And they've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half.
Outside Rizachet. Back to McCollum. Outside Porzingis. Shot clock at 6. And Atlanta misses again. Miami leading by 19. There, the screen. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
Man, the defender really went after him.
And he drops the first. Randy, look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, B.A., it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
And so the timeout by Glenn Snyder here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. On the wing, Rizachet. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Pass to Daniels. Picked up by Okongwu. Inside. Shot to stop the run.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Heat. There, the screen. And he lobs it up.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush.
From Kashad Johnson.
Hawks trail by 21. McCollum with it. He's got 9. To the inside. Here's Porzingis. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
He's done everything he can tonight, trying to keep this team competitive.
Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Pass to Ware. Back to Mitchell. Now here's Johnson. McCollum defends. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Well, for what he lacks in height, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
And Atlanta shooting 35% in the third quarter. Outside Porzingis. Down low. Here's Okongwu. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Yeah, all the way up there at 7-2. I mean, it must be pretty easy for Porzingis to see the floor.
McCollum with a steal. On the wing, Daniels. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. On the wing, Risache. Outside Porzingis. Just forward it. Here's Daniels. From outside, off the mark.
And one of the things about C.J. McCollum, it's not just about his numbers. It's also about how good of a teammate he is. It's really a great example for younger players.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Jalen Johnson, he's checked in for Okongwu. Kennard comes in for Risache. And it's Alexander Walker in for Daniels. The Hawks shooting the ball at 46% from the floor. Johnson with a bucket.
Yeah, that time they're out in the open floor, and Jalen Johnson finished off that break beautifully.
Here's Yakachonis. McCollum defends. Right side, Jaquez. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Jaquez. Adebayo against Johnson. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. And the upcoming schedule for the Atlanta Hawks. On Thursday, they'll head home to take on the Utah Jazz. And then on Saturday, they'll be playing against LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets.
And looking at the Timberwolves matchup, no question they'll be amped for that one. Eager to prove themselves against a tough opponent.
Kispert's checked in for the Hawks. Right wing. Right side, Porzingis. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got 7 rebounds in the game. Ware, the screen. 36 seconds left in the third. Johnson against Adebayo. Here's Ware. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
Pass to Kennard. And so the ball out of bounds. Jaquez touched it last.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
He is just trying to make an impact by disrupting their rhythm.
The kick out to Johnson. Back to Alexander Walker. Shoots it from the high post. The shot comes out.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Heat. They lead by 18. And we'll be back right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, right there, he wasn't a ball stopper. He kept his eyes up and his options open.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Adebayo and Ware together inside. Yakachonis out there with Smith, and it's Jaquez in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Here's Yakachonis. And he's going for the lob. And stolen by Porzingis. Outside, Alexander Walker. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Man, the vision he has at his position is special. What a find right there by Johnson.
Pass to Ware. Miami moving it around. Inside.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Now here's Alexander Walker. Outside Porzingis. Pass to Kennard. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the rejection. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Now Porzingis. Ware covers. Count it. And it's 13 points for Kristaps Porzingis.
On the offensive end, Porzingis has been so dialed in, making the most of every scoring opportunity he gets.
Adebayo against Johnson. Adebayo in the post. And Adebayo slams it in.
Are you serious? I mean, he made the defender look silly right there. Just an epic move.
To the right side. Porzingis with it. Working on Ware. Clock at 6. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball. Fontecchio's checked in for Miami. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Okongwu's checked in for Kispert. Miami leading by 15. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Pass to Ware. To the left side wing. Here's Yakatonis. And now the Hawks on the break. Here's Alexander Walker. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
People were worried that this would slow the action down.
The play will be reviewed.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
To adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
In transition, here they come. Porzingis putting the size to work.
Now, we know he can hit threes, but Kristaps showing he can slam it too.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle. He told his guys, quote, "Do not get complacent. No coasting to the finish line here. Stay on the gas, keep the energy up, and close it out. Coach doesn't just want them to hang on to this lead. He wants them to extend it."
And Allie, thanks. Ware and Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, protecting the rim. Porzingis, one of the best in the league at that.
Here's Okongwu, and count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And you could argue Onyeka Okongwu is a little undersized at the center position, but it's hard to overlook his impact, Tim.
Well, that's because he contributes in so many areas. Blocks, steals, rebounds. He can make plays, you name it. And he keeps adding to his game year after year.
Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Kennard outside. Out to the wing. Porzingis against Adebayo. 5 to shoot. Here's Alexander Walker. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Heat leading by 12. Fontecchio, the pass to Smith. Back to Fontecchio. Here's Yakatonis. Defended by Kennard. Smith outside. Here's Yakatonis. And he jams it home with authority.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
Yeah, when your lead guard is doing that, it just creates excitement.
Outside Porzingis. Pass to Johnson. Fires the three. And Atlanta misses again. The Heat have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. And there's the lob.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Now Alexander Walker. Pass to Porzingis. Operating inside. Porzingis.
Check out Porzingis' energy. He's just relentless on both ends of the court.
And here's Adebayo, defended by Porzingis. From 13, Adebayo, no good. Hawks trail by 14. Pass to Kennard. Now Alexander Walker. Here's Yakitonis. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Nickeil Alexander-Walker picks one up, and he knocks down the first one. And the Heat making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Atlanta also making some changes. Risache, he's checked in for Porzingis. Dyson Daniels comes in for Kennard. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Alexander Walker. Johnson against Adebayo. McCollum outside. And a miss there on the triple.
Oh, he is off from deep. Maybe it's time to look for another option. It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
Pass to Risache. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it.
Well, he was able to sink a triple back in the first half, but he has yet to connect here after the break.
Outside Johnson. The kick out to Adebayo. Shoots over Okongwu. Offensive rebound. Here's Yakitonis. Second shot opportunity. Stolen by Daniels. Pass to Johnson. To the paint. Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
And this has been an emerging part of Johnson's game. He is getting better at making smart passes.
Outside Johnson, and they call an illegal screen here.
And with plenty of time left, that's his fourth foul. He needs to stay cognizant of that moving forward.
What a sensational move.
A lot of coaches are thankful for the challenge rule being in place, thinking of all the technical fouls that may have.
The previous play is under review.
They could just go and ask for a review.
You know, the league did it right, Grant. They didn't rush a system into use. That's going to cause confusion. They rolled.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
To the NBA.
Yeah, they needed to call one there. They're forcing the issue, and it's leading to ugly turnovers.
They trail by 14. Outside Johnson. Pass to Yakitonis. Adebayo, a screen on McCollum. Back to Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
The aggressiveness of Adebayo. He plays with so much energy and force close to the bucket.
Hawks trail by 13. And here's Daniels. Back to McCollum. Now Johnson. Fires for three. That's in. Coming off an assist from McCollum. McCollum's got his 9th assist of the game now. Outside Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Outside Risache. Back to McCollum. Lays it up and banks it in. McCollum's got 9 points here in the second half. Heat leading by 10. And here's Johnson. Okongwu with the rebound.
Big rebound there. Now the question is, Can they be better on the boards down the stretch? It remains to be seen. So strong at the rim. That'll serve Daniels well here in this league.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. A big group substitution here for Miami. Adebayo with it. Here's Larson. Risache covering.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Here's Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. McCollum with it, guarded by Adebayo.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Heat leading by 6. Here's Mitchell. Now Adebayo. Another chance. Okongwu with the rebound.
The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
Here's McCollum. And yes, sir, in stride on the lay-in from a sweet assist.
Well, McCollum is a proven scorer, but he's even more dangerous in big moments.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Outside Johnson. The triple drops.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Well, the volume has been there, but so has the efficiency, which is why they're in control of this game.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw. Minute 32 left in the game. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Johnson. Ooh, it misses. Hawks trail by 6. Puts up the tray. Rebounded by Adebayo.
Yeah, I think he forced that a little bit there. Should have tried for a higher percentage look from the 3.
59 seconds left in the game. Yes! Using that window!
Wow, you see the strength right there. Adebayo relishes finishing right through the defense.
And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
McCollum draws the double. It's money from deep.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
Here's Johnson. Yet another steal from him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it. Oh, my. Risache. Just huge.
Now here's Ware. Now Mitchell. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that puts him up 5. And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout. Clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. 2-second difference between shot and game clock.
Well, C.J. McCollum rising to the occasion. What a clutch performer.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Heat. And an intentional foul right there. Good on the first. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. So So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Big free throws there, extending this to a 2-possession lead.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. They're down by 5. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
You have to be smart here. If they're successful, the foul has got to happen quickly.
It's time to get out of your seats. That's right. It's T-shirt time. Look what time it is. It's T-shirt time. Here they come.
Mitchell against McCollum. Johnson fires. No good from 3. And now we've got an intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that increases the lead to 6. And so both free throws good, and it's a 7-point game.
He doesn't waste a chance to pad their lead. It's been some solid free throw shooting.
And stolen by Adebayo. And so they foul intentionally.
And I'll tell you what, this game is in the books. Not quite sure why they're delaying the inevitable by fouling.
He gets the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so he drops them both, and it's a 9-point game here.
Yeah, analytics aside, players making important free throws is always valued by their team.
So the Heat win it. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. And let's reveal our player of the game, Bam Adebayo.
Hard. Very funny. You don't hear my tummy. I get my money. My stomach ain't growling. I'm styling and wilding. I want my own island. Bet you I'ma get it. I switch hit and play with both mitts. I'm after yo. He ain't doing it right. She's after yo scritch. And I'm after hers. With these mackin' words. Nerd. I thought squares stayed sharp. You're nothing but a mark in a bucket skylark. I'm playing my part. I'm Mr. Furley. Quit interrupting. I'm talking to your girlie. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Man, I'm feeling myself. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Man, I'm feeling myself. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Man, I'm feeling myself. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Man, I'm feeling myself.
And the players going through their game preparation, making sure they're fully warmed up for the tip. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Miami Heat as they go up against Jefferson. This is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. Now a chance to examine the rebounding numbers over the past months for Khalil Ware.
And those are some numbers that he can't be happy about. His rebounding totals have taken a dip over the past few months. He's got to get back to giving the kind of effort on the boards we were seeing from him early.
So with Johnson sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. They've got Adebayo. Fontecchio is out there with Mitchell. And it's Gardner in at the shooting guard. And for the Celtics, the wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Then it's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Queta in at the center, filling out the middle. Greg, this is an exciting part of the season, isn't it? The trade deadline is behind us, and we're going to start seeing guys around the league in new uniforms. The stage is set for us.
Yeah, and we saw some teams make some moves to get better as we come up on the All-Star break. It'll be interesting to see how those new additions mesh.
Shot clock at 2, and here's Mitchell from the arc. They get it back, and it's blocked. Left side, Brown. Pritchard gets the bucket.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Pass to Larson. They set the pick. Fontecchio. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Again, the miss by the Heat. Pritchard with the ball. Now defended by Mitchell. Counted.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He will gladly take those.
Fontecchio. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Down low. Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Pritchard sets a screen for White. And a miss there on the triple. For Miami, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink 1 of their first 5 shots.
Pritchard passes to Brown. Outside, White. And the 3 off target. Well, it was the Boston Celtics winning their last game against Houston.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Even with all that noise, when they had the ball, it never rattled them. Their offense was in tune like it was a home game.
And he's good on the 3 ball. And it's all knotted up.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharp. Shooters, but even still, that's not a shot that you can afford to give.
It's Brown on the wing. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Rockets in Houston.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. Like everyone, he's impressed with Adebayo's relentless nature. He said, quote, "We have to match his intensity at both ends, trying to keep him off of the glass and trying to keep the ball out of his hands. Coach knows they can do it for stretches, but he wonders if they can do it for a full game." Back over to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. The Celtics have been a title contender for years now. So, RJ, what do you attribute that to?
Well, their talent level has been off the charts. But something else you can point to is their defense. The Celtics have been an elite defensive team for over a decade.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
And let's get wild for Celtics Entertainment. Let's
Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at Boston. Right now they've compiled the third best record in the conference. And of course Miami, 5.5 games behind.
And right now for Miami, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
And you have to wonder if this roster can get to that next level. They have talent, but if it doesn't come together, they might have to shake it up.
Now here's Brown. Hasn't made one yet. 5 on the clock. Here's Queta. Banked in off the glass.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
Pass to Larson. It's stolen by Brown. Takes it inside. Brown jams it in.
Come on, Jalen. That's just ridiculous.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Miami's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Mitchell wide open. Misses the three.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Brown. And it's Fontecchio with the rebound. Gardner, light covering. Pass to Fontecchio. Right side, Adebayo. And that one goes long. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. They went to Miami for their last meeting with the Heat and came out with the win.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring.
And you can tell how important having depth is for them. Sometimes it's the difference between a win and a loss.
Pritchard against Mitchell. Pass to Adebayo. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Adebayo's got his second basket of the night.
And inside is where Bam is at his best. He knows how to outwork the other guys in the paint.
Driving in. It's stolen by Adebayo. Now Mitchell. Out to the wing. Loads it up for Adebayo. White, left side. A beautiful reverse layup.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Pass to Larson. Back to Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. And it's in there.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
The Celtics with the lead. Pritchard with the ball. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Rockets in Houston. 6 to shoot. They set the screen. Launches a 3. And Queta gets it to go. Queta's got 6.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Back to Mitchell. Fontecchio. Still scoreless. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
Shots are just flowing. Him right now having a really strong quarter.
Brown outside. Austin needs to get off his shot. White. Oh, good with the triple.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
Here's Gardner. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of.
Pass to Cada. And here's Brown outside. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Richard, I'll say this. Jaylen Brown's often at the heart of a debate about what his true value is. I think it's immense.
Oh, I don't know what the debate is. I don't know the difference between megastar, superstar, but he is a proven all-star, an all-NBA player, and a finals MVP.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Checked in for Boston. And Fernie Simons comes in for White. Johnson, he's checked in for the Heat. Jonas comes in for Davion Mitchell. Here's Pritchard. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Pass to Brown. Here's the 3. He can't get it to go.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Trying to get open is Adebayo. Chalk up 2 there. And the Heat lead by 5.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Back to Pritchard. Celtics passing it around. Simons surveying the D. They could use a bucket. He lays it in.
And while he's not the biggest guy in the world, Simons will battle and make some tough shots like that one.
Here's Jonas. And Adebayo throws it down.
With strong athleticism, Adebayo can finish just about any lob with his large catch radius.
Hauser bounce pass. Here's Simon. Johnson with the block.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Great pass to set up the layup. And now a 7-point Miami lead.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Pass to Pritchard. 1:32 left to play in the first quarter. Now, here's Simons. He's covered closely. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. And here are the Heat now. They're on a 16-6 run.
Bam invites so much contact inside. That's how he earns that trip to the line.
All stops the dunk there. The best outcome in a bad situation.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Heat.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
First free throw is good.
And you watch Adebayo, he really has everything you could ask for from that 4-5 position. Not a stretch big per se, and that's partly why he shoots such a high percentage.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Garza's checked in, and it's Gonzalez in for Brown. And Adebayo drops them both. So, Greg, offensively for the Miami Heat, there is room for improvement.
Yeah, they realized they were in need of another elite shot creator aside from Tyler Hero. For all his growth, teams have been able to key in on him and dare anyone else to beat him.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Pass to Hackett. Johnson against Gonzalez. Here's Yaka Jonas. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. And the Heat lead by 12.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
There's the pick. They need this. And it's Simons missing. The Heat leading by 12. Jaquez the pass to Johnson. A three ball. That one misses. Guys, Bam Adebayo getting it done for Miami. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Back right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Heat here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. They've got Smith. Khalil Ware is out there with Johnson. Then there's Jaime Jaquez. And it's Yaka Jonas in at the point guard. And it's Simons missing. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Miami Heat. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip. Inside. Out to Smith. Fires the three. Einad pulls it in.
I'm shocked that it didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Hauser. Jaquez defending. Here's Garza. Drills the three-pointer. Garza's got himself on the board with three there.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Celtics trail by 9. Outside, Simons. They set the pick. Gonzalez passes to Garza. Outside, Simons. Over Smith. And it's Simons missing.
he is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Hawkins with the ball. Hauser defending. Here's Johnson. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Johnson's got 6.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Now here's Gonzalez. No scoring in this one. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Ware. Here's Hawkins. Here's Yaka Jonas for the 3. Garza pulls it in.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Gonzalez passes to Simons. Over Smith. And it's Simons missing.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Johnson down low. Last game we saw him score 32. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Minot. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. 3-pointer, Simon. The rebound by Johnson. The Heat leading by 13. Former dunk contest champion Anthony Simons. Greg, also a threat from deep.
Yeah, over half his shots coming from long range. I mean, he's not exactly a point guard or a lockdown defender, but if you need a bucket, that he can provide.
Gonzalez passes to Hauser. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaime Jaquez. That's his first foul. Boston making some changes. Walsh is checked in. And it's Brown in for Sam Hauser. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Making a switch here. Heat is checked in. Simone Fontecchio. He's checked in for the Heat. Brown deciding where to go with it. Just 4 to shoot. To stop the drought. Miami grabs the miss. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
The coaching staff has been happy with how well they've executed the game plan. They operated as a cohesive unit.
Here's Brown. Following the basket by Bam Adebayo. Now Brown, and get a load of his scoring totals. Huge numbers for him. An average of just about 29 points a game. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Miami ball. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard. It's certainly been a good month for these teams on the offensive glass. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
And they've really put an emphasis on offensive rebounding. And, guys, it's paying off. The second chance points are coming in bunches.
Outside, Adebayo. Pass to Johnson from deep three-point land. And they'll get another chance. Here's Gardner. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists tonight.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Brown the pass to Walsh. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Walsh has got 5.
And with that three-pointer, how about ending that 11-0 run by Miami?
Here's Fontecchio. And he converts the layup.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here's Simons. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Houston. Brown outside. Pass to Walsh. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Now, here's Johnson. 8 points for him. The shot's good. 10 points for him.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
White looking around. Queta, the pass to Walsh. Now here's Brown. He's covered by Fontecchio. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Fontecchio with the rebound. Fontecchio's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Gardner passes to Johnson. Mitchell outside. You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screens. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player. And having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line, you think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, 2 of the best to ever do it.
So it's the Celtics now, after the Heat pick up 2. Simons on the wing, covered by Mitchell.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
White the pass to Queta, and that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That is his first foul of the game. Pritchard, he's checked in for Anfernee Simons. And Miami also making a switch. Larson's checked in. Pritchard finds Brown. Over to the wing. Nice ball movement by Boston. Clock at 6. Queta, the pass to Pritchard. Over Adebayo. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Pass to Larson. Out left to the wing. Shoots. And it's Miami with another.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Now here's Brown. Here's Queta. He's guarded by Adebayo. To halt the run. 4 on the clock. From deep three-point territory. Offensive rebound. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Mitchell with the bounce pass. Pass to Fontecchio. Here's Adebayo. Shakes him. The rebound by the Celtics. Queta's got rebound number 5 here tonight. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, guys. Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, "I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it." And what does his team want from him? He said, "Be aggressive, don't defer." And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Guys?
Truly an impact player. Thank you, Allie. Here's Adebayo. Following the three-pointer by Boston. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far. Here's Brown. Pass to Walsh. Now Pritchard from outside the arc. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Larson. He's covered by Brown. No problem. Vecchio's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's White. He picked up 18 points in their last win against the Rockets in Houston.
Yeah, but his shot blocking was a factor as well. 3 on the game. Just a major presence on the D.
Here's Walsh. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all.
Mitchell a screen on Brown. And it's Adebayo in the corner. And the Heat, another 3.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Brown. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. And so it's the Miami Heat in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our midseason Eastern Conference standings.
Taking a look here at Miami, they've been stuck in the middle tier. Not good enough to challenge for a chip, but not bad enough to get a high draft pick. They're really going to need their young guys to take a step forward in their development.
And now something we should probably touch on, Bam Adebayo. What a first half from him.
Bam has been the man in the first half. He's on. Not a lot of guys can keep up with him. So mobile for his size. He's got the skills, Shaq. These New Age centers are just something else.
The days of the slow big man might be over. Sorry, Shaq. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Bam Adebayo in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
But I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
Pritchard and White are their guards. Then there's Brown, and it's Keita in at the center position. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Here's Gardner. They grab their own miss. Adebayo, it's good. That takes him to 77% shooting this game, 10 for 13.
And this is the level of intensity Adebayo brings. He's terrific at channeling that energy on the offensive glass.
Now here's White. Nice shot by Walsh. Walsh has got 10 points.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
When you think about Derek White, here's a guy, RJ, who's really grown as a player in all ways.
Yeah, Derek makes smart plays. He's had that experience to see what works and what doesn't. And most often, he makes the necessary plays to put his team in a winning situation.
White the pass to Keita. Here's Pritchard. White setting the pick for Pritchard. Pass to Brown. The three. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
Got to find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not going to get it.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. A moment here now to see the numbers for Jaylen Brown.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Mitchell against Pritchard. Here's the screen. To the inside. Keita, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
It's his first trip to the line. The first free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Back to Mitchell. Here's Larson. He's covered by Brown. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. And there's another one for the Heat.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Outside, White. To the paint. And that one is hammered home.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Mitchell passes to Adebayo. Floats it up for Adebayo. And again, the turnover by the Heat. Here's a look at the teams that have been dominant offensively over the course of the past month. The Heat in second.
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for Boston. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Yeah, we can see over here. The coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
The past month has been surreal. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose
for the ball.
And you noted it. His points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Nice ball movement by Boston. White, left side. And that one, good. And here is Mitchell. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game. Fades. The rebound by Queta. Queta's got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the middle. White the pass to Walsh. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Heat. On Sunday, they'll go up against Trae Young and the Washington Wizards. And then on Monday, they'll be taking on Lauri Markkanen and the Utah Jazz.
And for that matchup with the Pelicans, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
So it's the Celtics now. The Heat knocking down the tray. Queta, the pass to White. Now Pritchard. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Walsh. Hits the three-point bomb. Walsh has got 13 points.
And an excellent start to the second half. Only missed 1 shot in their first 5.
And here is Mitchell. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
For Boston, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Pritchard against Mitchell. Outside, White. Three-pointer. Brown inside the line. Miami grabs the miss.
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised he missed that.
Pass to Larson. A three-pointer, no good.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
And White slams it in.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Here's Mitchell. Now, here's Adebayo. Adebayo with a screen on Brown. And they call an illegal screen here.
Turnovers continuing to be a problem here in this quarter.
And Miami making a change here. Johnson's checked in.
Johnson.
Boston's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Pritchard against Mitchell. Pass to White. And again, it's Boston converting.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Johnson, right side. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Yeah, I mean, they're up, but they've got to calm down and take better care of the ball.
Here's Boston. They're on a 16-7 run. Brown outside. Outside, White. Pass to Brown. Here's Pritchard. No good from outside. Here's Gardner. And again, it's the Heat missing. Celtics trail by 21. Looking to get it going. Releases. And it's White missing. Miami's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Here's Johnson. It's rebounded by Walsh.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Here's Pritchard. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Gardner, he's covered by Brown. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. Sam Hauser's checked in for Boston.
Coming onto the floor for the Celtics, number 30, Sam Hauser.
And it's the Celtics ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Ball movement by Boston. To the inside. And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And the game getting more spread out. Do you think RJ will ever see an NBA 4-point line?
I doubt it, but I guess you never know. I personally don't think it's a good idea. I think the game needs tweaks, not changes.
Last night. You must select your dancing shoes at home. Freedom News.
Some stats for White. He's been in good form here the last few weeks, averaging 13 points per game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, but really his main asset is being a playmaker.
Great handle, great vision. That's how he drops so many dimes.
Fontecchio. He's got 8. Pass to Larson. Mitchell looking it over. To the paint. On the wing, Mitchell. 3 on the clock. Over Pritchard. Again, the miss by the Heat.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
Pass to Walsh. And he makes that one.
And they're showing more focus here in the second half, more effort as well, and their offense
for one another and just piling up assists.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
And the free throw, no good. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Heat. They lead by 17. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey guys, the Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, the closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control, things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you. Kevin, back to you.
Staying dialed in. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Here's Johnson following the bucket by the Celtics. Shoots over Hauser. Shot by Johnson, no good. Celtics trail by 17. Now here's White. He's got 8. Here's Garza. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that away.
Gonzalez, he's checked in for Boston. And Fernie Simons comes in for Derek White. Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for Miami. Yaka Jonas comes in for Davion Mitchell. Outside, Simons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Hauser. And the 3 ball is good. Hauser's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Heat leading by 14. Pass to Yaka Jonas. Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's Larson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. There's the steal. Down low. Jonas' shot is good. Jonas has got 5 now.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Pritchard from outside. Miami grabs the miss. Here's Larson. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Johnson. And a little luck that time, but it drops. 16 points for him.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Inside. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
And they pick up 2.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open 3, that's the key to efficient offense.
Johnson outside. There's 49 seconds left here in the third quarter. And he banks in the layup.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. And the Celtics making a change here. Brown's checked in.
Number 7, Jaylen Brown.
.40 seconds left in the third. Shot clock at 6. And Ware pulls it down. The Heat leading by 20. Here's Hackett. It's intercepted.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how that plays out.
Here's Simon. Johnson with the block. And so it's Miami closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
I like the activity, guys. Active hands, active feet. They do not like it when we take it off the glass.
And obviously the approach Eric Spoelstra wants to see is that aggressive defensive approach and going after the offensive boards.
Yeah, and that persistence really pays off. When these guys are determined, that's when they are at their best.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for the Heat, the post tandem, Adebayo and Ware. Jonas is out there with Smith. And it's Jaquez in at the 3. Here's Hauser. Pass to Garza. Outside, Simons. Shoots over Jonas. Again, Simons missing. Smith against Brown. Here's Jonas. To the inside. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Now here's Brown. Simons on the wing. Again, Simons missing. Heat shooting so well, 63%. The offense working as one cohesive unit. Pass to Jonas. Here's Ware. Jacks up a three. The rebound by Simons. Brown outside. Outside, Simons. Back to Brown. Pass to Simons. Shoots over Jonas. Again, Simons missing. Jaquez outside. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And it's been an efficient game for Adebayo. He's done a nice job finding the holes in the defense.
Brown wide open. He fires. Outside, Simons. Shoots over Jonas. Again, Simons missing.
But the effort's been there for him, just not getting the results.
Pass to Ware. And Boston with the rebound. Garza's got 5 rebounds tonight. Gonzalez pass to Hauser. And here is Simon. Boston again missing.
And if they want to mount a comeback here, they need him to get going. It's just that simple.
Jaquez the pass to Smith. Garza pulls it in. Garza's got 6 rebounds in the game. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Outside, Simons. Pass to Hauser. Misses, and the dry spell continues. The Heat have gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. Jaquez can't hit.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Outside, Simons. Down low. Here's Garza. It's blocked. Smith on the wing. Takes the 3. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Brown's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the paint. Here's Gonzalez. And he slams it one-handed.
And this is something Simons continues to work on. Love seeing him look to involve his teammates.
Miami's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately.
All right, fans, here comes something entertainment. Love hearing. That's the next for something entertainment.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Fontecchio. Pass to Larson. Mitchell outside. Here's Larson. He's covered by Brown. Here's Adebayo. And Boston with the rebound. Pritchard with the ball. Brown kicks to White. Here's Walsh. He's covered by Fontecchio. 6 on the shot clock. Over in the corner, White. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
Miami ball.
And so here is Miami. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Greg, when it comes to All-Star Weekend, which event do you look forward to the most?
It's got to be the three-point contest, right? No judges, no half-hearted defense. There's a purity to it that I just appreciate.
The shot by Mitchell, no good.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Brown outside. Pass to Walsh. 6 to shoot. Wide, a screen on Mitchell. Three-pointer, Pritchard. Unable to get that one.
And he got a couple to fall from long distance in the first half. But still looking for that number 3.
Fontecchio passes to Mitchell. Here's Gardner. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. It's tipped. Fontecchio with it. Picked up by Brown. Ahead. Outside, White. Boston again missing. Miami's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Floats it up for Adebayo. Now Pritchard. And here's Brown outside.
He's finally getting a chance to show off his range. I know he wishes he would have found his shot in the first half.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Miami leading by 21. And here is Mitchell. Here's Fontecchio. Offline with his three. Brown outside. Pass to Pritchard. White setting the pick for Pritchard. Fires top of the key. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got his 16th rebound on the night. Mitchell outside. Trying to find White. Gets it to him. Here's Walsh. A three-pointer off the mark. And Miami shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Celtics trail by 21. Three-pointer, Pritchard. Hands it from downtown.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Now, here's Mitchell. To the wing on the left. Left side, Adebayo. Clock at 4. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Now here's White. Defense is right there. Here's Pritchard. Now White jacks up a three. Does not go in. Here's Larson. He's covered by Brown. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on White. Khalil Ware's checked in for the Heat. Jonas comes in for Davion Mitchell. And we keep seeing franchises' values going up, Greg, including the Boston Celtics last season selling for over $6 billion.
Man, those are some deep pockets. And don't forget the Lakers going for in excess of $10 billion as those well-heeled individuals continue to pay these incredible prices. The pressure to unlock new league revenue streams, listen, it's only going to increase.
There's the pick. Here's Adebayo. Here's Jonas. That one goes. Count it.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Here's Walsh. Back to Pritchard. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Oh, good on the triple.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Here's Larson. Pass to Adebayo. Fires for three. And it's Derek White with the rebound.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Heat.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And really, they finally got something good to happen against this team. The last two games they faced them weren't nearly as productive.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Bam Adebayo.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple on this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking them down.
Beyond the arc. Now Simons buries the deep ball. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock, and they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Here's Jonas. He's covered by Pritchard. What a finish. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
And you know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that about wraps it up. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Bam Adebayo.
Down for whatever, and I'm full off. You gets no love, and I thought you knew it. Fool, you know how we do it. West side, coming from the west side. Nothing but the west side. Chilling with the homies, smelling.